It's another Sunday, it's another brawl, what are we doing?
Nonsense Rumble!
That's right, that's exactly right. Rick, what's the category today?
We're doing a non-anime Toon Swords person.
Yeah, so I kind of suggested this category by steering away from anime, and then when I did my research to refresh my memory, I'm like, oh fuck, there isn't that many.
Yeah.
But yeah, we pick a category, we pick characters that go in that category, and then we argue why our guy would win. So that about sums it up. Rick, do you have an honourable mention for me?
My honourable mention is Leonardo of the Turtles.
I was generally considering going for this guy too.
Yeah, he's, in my opinion, I think he's the coolest turtle.
Nah, man, Donatello, he's got a stick.
Yeah. So, like, everyone else picks Raphael because he's, like, the anti-hero, or Michelangelo because they just like him better. Donatello is no one's favourite, and Leonardo is, like, well, he's got 2 katanas! That's twice as many as 1 katana!
What is it? Fucking didn't Aaron from the Game Grumps go on, like, a 10-minute long rant because the song from the Ninja Turtle movie was, Raphael, he's the leader of the crew, and he went, no, he's not!
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's like, we know he's not. The song needed to rhyme.
So yeah, do you have a honourable mention this week?
My honourable mention, and now that I'm thinking about all the caveats you gave of how your character might be borderline, but they're definitely not, this might be your character pick, and I apologise if it is, because they're my honourable mention. It is Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
That's your pick, is it? Yeah?
Yeah, it's my pick. Yeah, he's my pick.
Yeah, they're my honourable mention, I'm afraid.
So here's the thing. He is, he's not anime, but he's definitely Japanese. So that's why I thought he was potentially a borderline pick. But I'm picking him.
Yeah, so we're just jumping straight to the picks if you wonder why the graphics changed on the YouTube video. Yeah, Samurai Jack's a good pick. He's my honourable mention for a reason. He's cool. Let's hear you fucking describe him. He's your fighter.
Yeah, so that same sword in any other person's hand would not beat Aku. Samurai Jack with any other sword does not beat Aku. Between the two of them, they managed to beat the actual Lord of Evil, which I think is worthy of a spot, and he basically never loses.
Like, here's the thing about Samurai Jack is he is such an excellent swordsman. You forget the countless times he's fought people without the sword.
Yeah.
He is pinnacle of martial might. The very first episode, which we skipped and went to a different one because nothing really happens while also everything happens. Samurai Jack goes around the world and learns every fighting style.
Yeah, he's very definitely it's a watch on your own episode, and that's kind of the problem with Samurai Jack, in that other than the Scotsman episodes where they've got the Scotsman and he speaks a lot of them are very definitely watch it on your own, because there's not really a lot to react to other than, oh, this looks cool.
Like, I can list my top 5 episodes of Samurai Jack quite easily, but I know what my number 1 is, and I suspect it's loads of people's. It's when he fights the ninja.
Yeah, the black and white ninja episode, yeah.
It's so fucking cool. Oh, yeah. God, like, visually it's impressive, and it just, it's got, like, 3 lines of dialogue in the whole thing, and Samurai Jack was a fucking masterpiece before its time.
Yeah, absolutely. So, let's see, what is your real pick that has beaten out Samurai Jack?
Well, this guy also has a very special sword. Some might say he has the power of Grayskull.
Yes. So here's the thing. I also considered He-Man, but I didn't think he even made it into my honourable mention, because all of the skill that he has, he just doesn't have any. It just comes from the sword.
And he has the sword. If he's He-Man, he's got the sword.
But even then, it's like it's basically just brute force. He doesn't really have a lot of skill compared to, like, pretty much any other swordsman.
Okay, but let me counter your point by this. I fucking love Conan the Barbarian, and He-Man is just Conan the Barbarian on steroids, which is impressive because Conan's already on steroids.
Yeah. I also did consider taking the Terry Pratchett Barbarian. I forget his actual name. It's something like Callum the Barbarian, but the idea is that you don't get to be an old barbarian without being a fucking badass.
Yeah, man, Conan became king. Anyway, we're not talking about Conan, we're talking about He-Man. He-Man is just so impressively strong. He doesn't need technique. Here's the problem, is that a lot of people forget that, yes, technique counts for a lot, but in a power versus technique game, the power guy has to hit you once. Now, I know what you're going to say. We've seen this fight with Samurai Jack, because Samurai Jack, actually, he didn't win, did he? It was a tie between him and the Scotsman.
Yeah. Well, it was mostly because he was a gentleman, and he chose not to kill.
If I recall correctly, it was 1-1.
Sure. Okay,
In the first fight, at least, and then they quickly buried the hatchet because they were attacked by robots. Here's the thing. I like Samurai Jack a lot. Of course I do. He was my honourable mention. He's your pick. I just don't see him beating He-Man. He-Man can crack open the earth with a swing from his sword.
Yeah, but Samurai Jack can kill, like, that universe's Satan, as long as he gets to him.
You're using a lot of MacGuffin argument for that, though.
Yeah, but it's the same MacGuffin that He-Man has, it's just your sword.
Here, we're doing a quick draw samurai against a barbarian, a magically enhanced barbarian. And I'm not even bringing Battle Cat into things, because with Battle Cat, you're definitely fucked. So we'll ignore that. Here's the thing, is I'm going for classic He-Man as well, like, not the one that looks like he's from Toy Story.
Oh yeah, not the Kevin Smith one. Yeah.
No, not Kevin Smith. The other one we did, the free.
Oh yeah, the new Netflix one. Yeah, the other new Netflix one.
Here's the thing: who does He-Man fight on the regular that you think Samurai Jack could beat?
I think Samurai Jack just runs Skeletor through.
I'm not talking about Skeletor though. I'm talking about He-Man's entire fucking evil villain gallery.
Yeah, there's that one with the head that flips around.
There's a guy who smells really bad. There's a guy with a metal jaw. I'm just okay, man. He-Man's villains kind of suck, but I don't think Samurai Jack's beating He-Man. You know, I'm not going to think Samurai Jack's beating He-Man. I put He-Man over Jack.
Yeah. He-Man doesn't actually properly fight Hordak. Would Samurai Jack beat Hordak?
You see, here's the problem: is Hordak in the He-Man universe is very different than the Hordak in the She-Male. Fuck, the She-Ra.
She-Male universe.
The She-Ra universe, because
because he's more of a like a jaundiced orc king in the original.
Yeah, and in the He-Man universe, like, he's above scale. He's the big boss, big dick OG. Fuck you. In She-Ra, he's a bit villain of the weekie.
Yeah, man, I really love the Keith David one in the new one.
Oh right, yeah, because that's gotten its second season now, isn't it?
Yeah. So you got Keith David Hordak.
Yeah, rest in peace, Conroy. I think we have to flip a coin on this one, Rick. Like, I don't think Samurai Jack stands a chance, but if you're going to keep arguing for Samurai Jack, then we're just going to have to flip a coin, because we're just talking around in circles, unfortunately.
Yeah, so what are you flipping?
I'll call tails.
Alrighty, it's, let's go flip a coin. Heads.
I feel like you've won every single coin toss apart from the first one. I don't.
What do you want me to do? 2 out of 3?
No, I don't distrust you. I'm just saying, like, it feels like that's how many times I've lost a coin flip. It feels like it's not been 50-50, which is weird because we're flipping an artificial coin, so it should be even more 50-50 than a real coin. But Rick, do you want to make the announcement?
Well, for 2 out of 3, it was tails, but yes. Samurai Jack wins!
Why would you tell me that? Just to rub salt in the wound?
After you said no to the best of 3, then you won the best of 3.
It makes me doubt your sincerity, sir. But anyway, yeah, I don't like the result. Of course I don't. I put Samurai Jack as my honourable mention. I think He-Man would kick the shit out of Samurai Jack. But for the intents of the Rumble, Samurai Jack wins, I suppose.
Yeah.
He is an impressive swordsman. And to be fair to He-Man, his strength is less from his swordsmanship and more from his brute fucking strength, which I think would demolish Jack. But whatever.
Yeah, I just think that Jack would just outlast the He-Man transformation, and then he just rinses Adam.
I don't think you know how He-Man works. There is no time limit on the transformation.
Yeah, he's let the power return, isn't it?
Like, yeah, okay, if we're doing the caveat of there's a time limit on the He-Man transformation, then yeah, Jack wins, no fucking contest. I wasn't arguing with that in mind.
Yeah.
Fucking Rick bending the fucking perception of the rules after we announced the winner. What typical heel energy.
Only villains do that.
Anyway, that's the end of our November offerings of Rumbles. We've got December coming up. Are we going to do Christmas-themed Rumbles, Rick? Are we going to try to do Christmas-themed Rumbles?
We can try. I mean, what? Yeah, that's the thought to think about.
Yeah, well, which is all right. We've got a month. We don't know what we're doing next week, guys. We've not planned it yet, funny enough. But join us next week where, I don't know, maybe we'll do Christmas-themed shit. Maybe we won't. See you then, guys.
Bye, everybody.